Hello, my friends. I just wanted to revisit what I think is personally the most underrated PlayStation exclusive of maybe all time, but certainly the one I've played and think it got massively overshadowed because of several reasons. So this is obviously Gravity Rush 2. I will talk a fair bit about why it's so sort of like underrated and where sort of things went wrong. So we'll just get into doing something interesting, I guess, if you could call it that. Right, can I just do this? So I can go to the mining site. Ooh, strange gravitational phenomena. Mineable volume, inaccessible. Crikey. I literally cannot remember what the gravity volume means. Right, so I think we're going to teleport. Yeah, we can just skip this, which is quite good. It knows when to skip all the boring faff. So, yeah, this game came out in 2015. It might be, yeah, 2015. I don't think it was the first year of the life cycle of the PS4. Which is, yeah, it's just whatever, I guess. So, it was initially meant to come out in 2014, I believe, on the 30th of November, and I only know that because that's my birthday. So, and then it was pushed back to basically the worst time possible, which is in January. I think it was January 9th or 9th, 10th and 11th, because it released almost simultaneously worldwide. And yeah, basically that, if anybody knows anything about like the gaming industry, that is basically a death sentence for a video game, because it's after Christmas and nobody has any money. The one exception is kind of in, yeah, I'm just trying to get my gravity back, because the gauge goes down, and if you just fall, it regains straight away. Whatever. Unless you're like in Asia, because obviously they don't celebrate or have Christmas traditions as the same as like the West. So obviously they do celebrate it, but they don't do like mass amounts of presents or anything like that. And well, generally in the West, people are a bit more like conservative at that time of year in January. I can't remember how you dodge in this game, so we might get absolutely obliterated. I think this is a boss here, by the way, so I'll show you some combat. Gliding through the air is kind of lame in this game, I want to say, a little bit. Can we... Yeah, cool. Right, we're just going to keep attacking this guy. Oh, okay, it is R2. Yeah, so this game is... basically plays a superhero, or heroine, called Cat. She is... she has the ability to shift gravity. There is another playable character in this game which you can either play in the... there's a free DLC which is called Raven's... I can't remember what it's called now. But basically you play as the other character in that, but she's also playable in the main game via some tomfoolery. And also she's playable in like the last boss. There's a like the most fantastic segment where you play as her and you have to distract this boss so this character can like appear and beat the crap out of it. Which honestly, like thinking about that scene in this game is like, I don't know, I thought it was like one of the best segments. Yeah, the combat in this is a little bit derpy, especially these things, because I haven't done this in a while. The music in this game is absolutely fantastic as well. He calls it an underrated game, but he's not very good at it. It's like, yeah, I've literally just launched this game up for the first time in like 2-3 years. Also, I need to get up there and blast this clown. Come on. Oh, I haven't got any curses. Yeah, it keeps moving. Stop doing that. Yeah, he's got an annoying But it keeps protecting. I think when it's white you can't attack it, if I'm right. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons why this game kind of flopped, in a way, or didn't get as much support as it did. Another reason was because so they kind of sent even the first game out to die, because they Sony had the great idea of, instead of putting the original on PS3, they said it has to be on PS Vita, which is, you know, whatever. So it did that, so it's linked to a pretty mediocre sort of handheld, which I don't think many people were happy about. And then because this game, I think the developers were like, this has to be on PS4, or it was Sony, one of them. A lot of people, because they didn't have a PS Vita or played the first, well, most people didn't play the first one because it was on PS Vita and was an exclusive, and it got like 8 out of 10s, which apparently is, you know, means the game isn't good. Wait, do we actually not get any rewards for that? Oh, there they are. Dull Flower Stone. Only got one one accessory for that. That's incredibly lame. Also, you don't take full damage in this game, so that's pretty funny. Right, what else can I do? Yeah, you got a combo like this. Yeah, so the disparity between having the original on PS Vita, which basically nobody played because it was on a Vita, which didn't sell well, and then the second game being on PS4, people that actually played the first game were like, oh, I'm not buying that because it's not on Vita. So Sony kind of shot themselves in the foot in regards to that. And also, this game, even though it was delayed, Sony was still like, oh, we can't be bothered to market it. I mean, why have money on like developing a game and then being like, yeah, I can't be bothered to market it? It just makes no sense. Things work in mysterious ways. Also, right, I've got a load of talismans. Talismans in this game are actually pretty decent as well. Lowers SP. Yeah, you get all these bonuses. I mean, Spiraling Claw lasts longer. Micro Black Hole. Yeah, so you got like super moves in this game, which are pretty good. Increases maximum health. Where is it? There's one of them, and it's like how many times you can chain a gravity kick. One of them is like you have unlimited gravity, but I can't remember where it is. Automatically consumes the SP gauge to restore health. Halves poison damage. I think it might be this one. Yeah, there you go. Infinite Shift. It's probably the best reward in the game, because if you want to just explore the world, which I think that's like the most enjoyable thing about this game, is just like going and exploring stuff. Also, yeah, no fast travel to get to this place, which is kind of annoying. It's like one of the best rewards. So one of the other things Sony did to absolutely kill this game is that there were online features on this game, which were basically you could go around and find treasure chests that other people that were playing the game had found in the world. You get given a photograph basically, and you have to go and find where it is in the world, which is pretty nice. It made you go and explore places you probably otherwise wouldn't. Sort of had a community thing. You can also do like funny poses. There's hang on, where is it? There's also a photo mode in this game, so which is pretty weird. How do I oh yeah, tripod mode. There we go. So it's basically like doing this, and oh no, I'm pretty sure you can do like poses with this, but I can't remember. Oh, here we go. So I used to do stuff like that. Backflip. Yeah, you used to get all these rewards from just doing these. Eating a skewer. Some of them are quite cute. There's like one where she eats an apple and stuff. So, I do like that. Why is this animation so long? You should be eating it in a couple of gulps. Well, especially considering in the story she... where's these flames coming from? That's kind of weird. Yeah. Right, put away camera. Yeah, so in the story that she like starts off as a mining worker. This is like where this part of this gameplay sort of comes in, and she goes hungry because she messes a bit up with one of the other characters. So she should be gobbling up things really quickly. Oh, absorber fills a gravity gauge whenever damage is done to an enemy in lunar style. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that was an alright reward, I guess. So I'll just go to... Ooh. Oh, that's not where I am, actually. See if we can find some, normal enemies to beat the rubbish out of. See, we're being family friendly on this channel now. Yeah, so that was the feature that Sony killed. They initially they had planned to remove that within the year. So in January of 2016, they were going to get rid of it, and so it's also linked to these thing called Dusty coins, which you could get. This is like the photo search mode. And Dusty coins got you like decent rewards. I think one of them is like the original outfit. Another one is the infinite thingy talisman, which I just used, which I'm going to now take off and swap to something else. So that is a reward for getting like the maximum Dusty tokens. So no drop. Continue to hold objects in stasis even after taking damage. Wormhole kick. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good thing actually. So there's different styles in this game as well. You get like a low gravity style, which is pretty neat, I think. Yeah, the kick is different in this one. So if you like targeting an enemy, you just like teleport to them, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the enemies in this game are like a bit of a joke though. That's the only thing that really sort of I don't like. They're kind of derpy, they don't really have like a personality, but I suppose that is the thing in a superhero story. You just want to have enemies that are basically faceless minions to beat the crap out of. The last boss is actually really cool in this game. Like, it's probably one of my favourite sequences of like a video game ever. And I'm really biased because there's something about this game that's just so like good. I just have to like, I think about this game more than I actually play it, which is kind of weird. And it's not even a game I've put that much like time into of it. I've put like 100 hours, which in the grand scale of things isn't particularly a lot. So yeah, this is like the high gravity style, which you obviously can't jump very much. Your attacks on the floor are like ridiculously slow, but obviously in the air or with gravity you go a lot faster, and in this you can like do a ridiculous stomp kick. Oh no, I want those gems. Why are we not? Oh, they're actually floating in the air. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the gravity gauge goes down any quicker if you use this style. Excuse me? Yeah, that's the only thing about this game as well. I say the only thing. One of the things about this game that makes it kind of tricky is the camera, which obviously you're dealing with a lot more sort of verticality than you would in like another third-person game. Oh, also you can't dodge in this form. You have to do this weird sort of what do you call it? Block. There we go. He dead. Why can't I pick that up? That's annoying. Right, where did he go? He was there and then he's just like disappeared. Oh, that is the other quirk about this game is that nobody actually speaks in a language. Well, in a known language, they speak this weird language that they made up for the game, which, like, what kind of effort is that in making a game? It's like really cool world building, and that's one of the things that really annoys me is there's so much like detail in this game in what you can do. You can weirdly pick. Well, I'll show you in a minute. You can pick up like civilians and just drop them off the edge of the world. It's like an unintended consequence of like shifting gravity near somebody, which is pretty funny. There we go. He's dead. Yeah, it's a bit inconsistent with like what you can pick up as well. Because I picked up stuff earlier, and it's like there's no items. Whatever. It's cool. Yeah, gems in this game are something you have to go and collect to power up your abilities. Like chaining more attacks is like the main one. Yeah, so what was I saying earlier about the second character? So the second character you can actually use in like the main game by these things are called mines. These areas with the enemies, and there's like special anomalies which allow you to do these like weird challenge things. And right, I need to find the exit. It's over here. So that increases. They increase in difficulty, and there's so many layers. I think when you get to layer 30, you get the ability to play as her, but via a glitch you can like play as her, exit out, re-enter, and then just leave, and then it allows you to play as her just in the main game, and they never patched it, which is kind of annoying. But also the annoying thing is those special mine areas appear at random. It's like totally RNG if you launch up the game on one day and you're allowed to do it, and or not, which is kind of weird. Decreases damage. Oh, large as well. The assault break dashing attack in Jupiter style sends enemies flying. That's actually not bad. I might use that. I've never seen that ability before. We'll go back to the main place, which honestly I think is probably like one of the best areas in sort of like a world I've seen. There's so many like civilians and stuff. It's just kind of weird, actually, like looking at it in terms of like the games that came out around this as well. Also, you can just fly straight off of here instead of having to wait. I think. Oh no, I thought you can, or I think you might get a bit closer and then you can do it. So you're kind of out of bounds. I'd like to know if there's actually like a speed run of this game. I know there is of the first one. It's about an hour long. I thought you could, honestly, I thought you could swap and sorry, just jump off of the boat there and do stuff. Yeah, like look at stuff people do. Like you got this juggler, you got a kid with a balloon. Yeah, got making the kid float and just his balloon coming away. Like this whole area is like. You can destroy it as well, which is pretty cool. Oh no, it's not going to let me do it. You know what? I honestly can't remember the button I was supposed to do a kick, which I just remembered now. Okay, we'll do that and destroy this area. The thing is, you don't actually have any consequences for doing this because you're not actually supposed to be a bad person. You're technically never a bad person in this game, even if you like throw people off the edge of the world. People just sort of run in fear, and you're not like a nuisance. There's no like police system. It's not like GTA or Jack and Daxter games. Also, sliding around in this game is pretty fun. Not gonna lie. Whereas if you do this in the low gravity style, you go like ridiculously slow, and you're more floaty in this as well. So, yeah, this game is like very sort of underrated. The story is actually pretty good, which is one of the... oh, there's a weird technique you can do with this. No, where is it? One of the things I think Sony could have done if they wanted this game to actually live, which they, should have, because they're all about exclusives. Like that thing, since Microsoft's now going to get Activision, does in the grand scale of things for video games, what does that actually mean? So they're just getting, Microsoft are just getting the like publishing rights for like third-party games like sort of like Spyro and COD and Crash Bandicoot and stuff now, but they're not actually putting money into making them exclusives. They're just like buying the rights to their exclusives now. Whereas like Sony are actually spending money on having, you know, exclusive games with like games like The Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn, which I find kind of annoying. One of the things that made me want to make this video and, well, hopefully shine some light on this game is that apparently they're going to continue Horizon Zero Dawn for X amount of things, and I think somebody said, I saw a thing on Twitter and it was like, oh, they can continue it so they have like 7 games. It's like, it's made by Guerrilla Games, which did Killzone, and oh, also I'll have to pause this for a second. It was made by Guerrilla Games, which they had Killzone, and they drove that series into the ground with Shadowfall. Like, the series should have ended with 3. There shouldn't have even been a 4th, and I think they're just going to end up doing the same thing. It's like Jak and Daxter. They had 1, 2, 3. Jak X kind of ruined it because it was a racing game. It's actually not bad, but, you know, you do a thing too many times and it just gets ruined. Like Crash Bandicoot was ruined by having a PS2 game and then to insanity, and then they just carry it on and it eventually dies a slow death. And I kind of think the same thing will happen with Horizon Zero Dawn. You just keep carrying on and people just stop caring. Also, this is one of the treasure chest things that you can do, and then it'll eventually you're supposed to take a picture so somebody else can find it. See, take a treasure hint picture, which I can show you what the thing is actually supposed to do. So you kind of can I actually change the position? No, I can't change the position of the camera, which is kind of annoying. Usually I just get a cat to do like a wave or something. And then, oh look, has ended and cannot be accessed. What a surprise. But also there is a glitch. If you played this game in that thing, you could actually, it would come up in here and like previous transmissions from people would still be like in the cache of your game, so you could still go and like find them, which, yeah, it was kind of nice. But also there's challenges in this game which you can go and do. I don't know why I'm doing a mini review, because I have actually got a review of this game on this channel, which I might redo at some point, because this game needs more love, and the audio's pretty bad in it, which I kind of wish I actually reviewed it before I started editing it. But yeah. Also there's a guy that has oh, he's done it. You can go up to that guy and you can slide near him and he'll drop his apples and then he'll run off and he'll basically have a go at you. He'll go up to you and just like shake his fist. So little details like that make this game so sort of special. Oh, is he gonna do it? There we go. Yeah, stuff like that makes me laugh. Oh, you can actually sort of pick up the apples, which is quite cool. Yeah, the controls are a little bit janky, but like honestly, the sort of verticality of this game that requires you to actually, I don't really see another way of them doing this. But yeah, this game's not perfect, but honestly, I think it's like the most underrated PlayStation exclusive, and I wish Sony actually gave a toss about it. Also, there won't be a third game, even though there should be, because the story leaves on a cliffhanger. They shut down the studio, even though this is a studio that gave like a whole load of other games, which I can't remember. It's Japan Studio, which gave us, I can't even remember now. It's like Pata. I'm picturing the game, but I can't remember the name. It's like a PSP game that was exclusive. All of their games were exclusives, and Sony just kind of let most of them sort of die. And yeah, now they've shut down the studio, so there'll never be another game in this thing, because apparently having a good game just means, oh, you need to be shut down. So, yeah, instead we get, you know, The Last of Us 2, which wasn't actually needed. Like, The Last of Us 2 is, like, a good game, but the story's, like, pretty bad. And, The Last of Us 1, like, the series could have ended at the first game. Like, not everything needs a sequel. Which, yeah. I think with this series, it needed a second game, which is obviously this, because the first one leaves so many like unanswered questions, and yeah, just what they were capable of doing. The jump from the first game to this game is like actually unreal. The amount of like hidden features, the areas you can go, like you can just go into like people's gardens and stuff, and a lot of this stuff you wouldn't see in like a traditional third-person game because you don't have this verticality to go up and see stuff. Also, I'm just going to go over, where is it? Over here. Yeah, like the area over here is just a massive area of like cities. The environments are like so like vastly different from each other in this game. It's kind of weird. Right, we need to... Can I swap? Yeah, I can swap in the air. That's good. Fly, my pretty. Let's go. Also, this outfit was DLC, so I don't... Well, pre-order DLC, so I don't... Not actually sure if you can get this anymore. Which wouldn't surprise me if you couldn't, because a lot of things have been made unavailable in this game. Like, actually getting rewards and stuff. Like, the areas here, like, you wouldn't see this in a normal game. Unless it's, like, Spider-Man, I guess. I think the last time I actually talked about this game, the PS4 Spider-Man game didn't exist. That's actually wild. Yeah. Just stuff like this is actually unreal. This fog effect as well is pretty cool. It's almost like it imitates real life. In a weird way. Yeah. Oh, crystals. Yeah, there's all these crystals around in the game which you're supposed to go and collect, but I haven't actually got all of them. I don't think I even unlocked all this superpowers and stuff. Right. Power up. Yeah, so I haven't got all the abilities. There's a whole bunch I haven't unlocked. System, photo mode settings, statistics. I think it tells you how story progress 76%. I've completed the game though. Oh, here it is. Oh no, I can't do that because is it going to tell me? I think it tells you the... Yeah, so all these Dusty tokens, you have to unlock 6,000 to get all these features, which are pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, Gesture Salute, new costumes, Shifter Point 1.0, which isn't actually that much different from the original. Yeah, there's just so many like good things about this game, and I really miss like when Sony gave a toss about this instead of, you know, generic third-person action game like The Last of Us and Uncharted. It's not that they're bad games, but it's just like, why would you abandon an actual unique IP, and you could have actually marketed it instead of just being like, you're on your own. I just don't understand that logic from companies. It's like you're literally making a loss by not marketing this game. And the thing is, if they wanted this game to live and have like better online services and get more people playing, they could have literally put Gravity Rush Remastered as a PS Plus game. I don't get why they do that. So like PS Plus, you could have literally had the original game. Well, basically any series, and then if it's got a sequel, people are more likely or more likely inclined to go out and buy it. So then you make sales that way. So it's like artificially inflating sales by just, you know, giving something out for free. And you wouldn't even have to like reduce the price of the sequel or anything. You're giving out the original for free, which you're already probably making a loss on because it would be older. And then you just have the sequel as like full price. So, I don't get it. And also, they don't seem to... Like, another thing I would do is just have, like, heavily games with like loads of DLC as your as like PS Plus games, and then you make revenue by that. But Sony don't seem to do that. They just have like the strangest sort of logic in actually having games on that service, and now they're losing to Microsoft by, you know, just having an absolutely piss poor service with, like, oh, I don't get it. I don't want to get too angry at this, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you did listening to my rambling about a game that came out 6 years ago, which didn't get any support from Sony because they're more interested about censoring Japanese anime girl titties and moving their offices to America, because apparently actually having Japanese games on a Japanese console is, you know, a crime worse than my best friend deciding she didn't want to be friends with me anymore. And I literally can't go a video without mentioning that because it's just funny. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, I will be back with maybe a more cohesive video some point in the future. I just wanted to talk about this and give my thoughts. Thank you very much for watching if you did, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye bye.